I'm Christopher Colgrove. I definitely go by Chris mostly for my nickname, yes. So I'm actually from Dallas, Texas. I'm from Mesquite, Texas, really. But right now I'm living in Biloxi, Mississippi, so I drove here to visit. I have a 2014 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. It is the 2.0 turbo. I haven't done any big major engine modifications to it, but I've done a lot of like suspension work and stuff like that. I got it wrapped with Yumiko Jabami on the passenger side and then Himiko Toga on the driver's side. I have a hood wrap for my car. Because of how the wrap is situated, these vents, because they can't be wrapped, they're going to be in the way of the characters themselves. So I'm actually going to be getting a hood, and it's actually in the mail now. On this side, I have Yumiko Jabami. I'm really big fan of gambling in general, card games and stuff like that, and just the thought of having gambling on my car, and also Biloxi is really well known for gambling, so it kind of worked out. It was done by Summer Shop Natasha. They also do a ton of peekers and stickers also, if you want to grab any of those. But the whole process took about 8 months from beginning to end, and they were super receptive and they were very easy to talk to, and it was just an overall pleasant experience to go through. Technically, my first tattoo is on my back. It's an elephant with floaties. So I'm of Asian descent, so elephants are kind of sacred in our family. But the reason I got an elephant with floaties is because there was a point in time where we had to go through a survival course, and one of the parts of that was water survival. And they gave us life vests, but mine didn't work right. So when they had a simulated saving from a helicopter, they forgot about me, and they were up in the helicopter debriefing what was happening, and I was just in the water, like dying, basically. So that was my first tattoo. Because they grabbed a bunch of other people up in the helicopter, and they started talking about like, you guys did great, like everybody survived, like nothing bad happened, and they were all staring like at the instructor, and he's like, there's one more guy down there. And apparently the words the instructor said was, oh shit, and he dropped the saving device down to me to save me. So that's how I got into tattoos originally. And then from there, my whole plan was this side is going to be all Nintendo and anime items. Yeah, Shy Guy. I actually have another appointment next month planned for my leg, which is Yumiko. And then I'm getting Zelda. Basically, this is going to be all Nintendo around the snake. This wrap really means a lot to me because it shows my personality and it really lets me personalize my car. For some reason, I seem to have an issue where I really like females that have just problems. So that's what I kind of gravitate towards. So I got Himiko on this side because I also just really like Himiko in general. And also, I am wanting to be a nurse, and the fact that she gets her powers from blood, it was really interesting for me. So the reason I got my wrap actually is because I had a buddy when I was living in California for a little bit, and he had a Amy Prow, is her last name Prower? Amy from Sonic wrap on his car, and I've just always wanted to do that. And I've always gone to Comic-Cons and stuff, and I've seen the cars, but once I saw that he had Amy on his car, and he had a Subaru BRZ, I just really wanted to get one. That's kind of cheating because I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom right now, so right now Tears of the Kingdom. As far as my favorite in Nintendo, I would probably have to say Pokemon because I started with Pokemon Yellow and I just kept with it. Kakegurui is one of my favorite animes. And then My Hero Academia I'm a really big fan of too. I've obviously seen Demon Slayer. I actually really like the Fate series. I actually have a couple of anime tattoos. But one of my big favorite animes actually is Soul Eater. It was actually the reason for my first anime, and it's the reason for my first tattoo also. I got Medusa's snake on my arm. So this was my first tattoo, and it's the whole reason I got into tattoos also.